Stay tuned because Good Sports is coming up next. Kansas City Sports and Fitness is the magazine for sports fans in KC. Inside, we cover local sports and local teams, from pro to peewee and everything in between. And this month's free copy of Kansas City Sports and Fitness includes the Surplus Exchange College Sports Report. You'll find Kansas City Sports and Fitness all over KC at places like the Kansas City Ice Center. And it's free, so pick one up today. Welcome to Good Sports, the Kansas City Sports and Fitness magazine show. Good Sports is presented by Kansas City Chiropractic. Dr. Lynn McIntosh and Kansas City Chiropractic offer the care that can relieve pain and stress and improve overall health. For an appointment, call them at 816-753-4600 or visit kansascitychiropractic.com. And by the Surplus Exchange. Take a tax donation credit plus help KC students when you recycle your electronics and office furniture at the Surplus Exchange. For more information, visit surplusexchange.org or call 816-472-0444. Good Sports was recorded live on Saturday, October 25th. Welcome to Good Sports, the Kansas City Sports and Fitness Show. I am Steve Fish. I'm the publisher of Kansas City Sports and Fitness magazine. Today we're here at a new location for Good Sports, Sharks Restaurant and Billiards, located at 10320 Shawnee Mission Parkway. Sharks is the perfect place to unwind, watch a game, enjoy dinner with the family, share a drink with friends, or host a night on the town. Sharks features over 70 beers, a full menu, 40-plus TVs, 24 pool tables, 12 dartboards, and more. Call Sharks at 913-268-4006 to set up your next party or event, or just stop by for lunch or dinner and a game of pool. Visit their website, sharkskc.com, for more details on events, their menu, daily specials, and directions to the restaurant, and more. Now, before we get started with the show, I want to tell everyone that our current issue of KC Sports and Fitness is available free at over 700 locations around town. And with this month's issue, KC Sports continues to celebrate our 17th straight year covering sports in KC. Now, in our current issue of Kansas City Sports, we feature the Royals playoff run, and we interview Niall Davis and Alan Bailey in the Chiefs Report, which is presented by the American Indian Center of the Great Plains. Plus, we analyze whether the Chiefs will ever make it back to the Super Bowl. In our Hockey Report, presented by the Kansas City Ice Center, we write about the growth of hockey in Johnson County and the upcoming Play Hockey for Free program that's coming to KCIC on November 8th. And in our College Sports Report, presented by the Surplus Exchange, we interview K-State's Elijah Lee, KU's Ben Heaney, and MU's Shane Ray. Now, you can visit our website, kcsportspaper.com, to find a link to a list of locations where you can find Kansas City Sports and Fitness, and you can actually check out a PDF of the entire issue on our website as well. And I also want to mention that you can now get a free subscription to the digital version of Kansas City Sports and Fitness magazine. All you have to do is email your name, your email address, your cell phone number, and your age to subscribe at kcsportspaper.com. That's subscribe at kcsportspaper.com. Then watch your email for the next issue of Kansas City Sports and Fitness. Now, our first guest is a living legend in the sport of pool. He is pool's grandmaster of trick shots, and he's well known around the world for his incredible artistry and skills on the pool table, and for his dedication and contributions and positive promotions for the sport worldwide. He's won the Professional Championship of Artistic Pool, which is trick shots, an astounding 22 consecutive times. He's also won the Trick Shot International Challenge Cup several times. He played pool in 53 countries around the world and is rightfully nicknamed the ambassador of pool. His name is Paul Gerni, and he joins us now on Good Sports. Welcome to the show, Paul. Thank you so much for joining us today and helping us get this set up here at Sharks.
Hi, Steve. Welcome to Sharks.
Well, let's start off and talk about your amazing background. You won your first tournament at age 7. You started at what age?
6 years old.
Most kids at 6 years old don't have the attention span of a dog. How
we didn't have Sesame Street back then. So I was at a church parish dinner. My father was the minister, the new minister, and we had a dinner. And after a while, I wandered on down the hallway in my little short suit, and next thing I know, I'm looking at some gentlemen playing pool. One of them held me up to the table. I was more fascinated by the ring of smoke around the table. And one of them held me up to the table. I put a cue in my hand, and I took my first shot, which probably looked more like a hockey shot, a slap shot.
Sure.
But it was enough to get my interest, and next thing you know, I'm I'm peering over the edge of the table. I was pretty short at the time, and got hooked on it ever since. And it made it easier for me to go to the church and say hi to my dad real quickly, and then rush on over, sneak a couple of games in.
A church and a pool table. That's going back in the old days. Yeah.
Well, that was a youth group thing.
Okay.
So back in the days, I had nickel cokes then, and Coke and ping pong and pool.
I remember those days. Yes. So you turned pro at what age?
After college, I did that. I went to Purdue. I got 3 degrees, and when I was finishing that up, my final year, I was taking off on weekend tournaments, and so I think it was about age 20 or 21. But I like some of these kids in here as well now.
Yeah. So, and you started doing trick shots. That was just one of the things. You started inventing them as well.
I did, and the trick shots are really the best way to showcase the game. They are the pizzazz, the sizzle that sells the steak, and so people like to see trick shots. So instead of their applause at the end of my match, it's really I want their applause on every shot.
Sure.
Not because I have to have it, but because it's really better for the sport. So it's a great medium for promoting the sport.
For sure. So how many trick shots have you actually invented? I read somewhere that you invented a particular shot, and we'll get to hopefully some of the names of these shots.
The light beer commercial is one of them that's most popular that Steve Mizrak used in 1978 for a commercial for Miller Lite. I did some for different TV shows for Columbo and Beretta and Kojak and Bionic Woman. It was nice to be in the studio to set up shots and make them look good and have them make the shot. I do over 200 shots that I've invented.
Wow.
But it's more like 1,400 shots or 1,600.
Wow.
I lost track the shots that I do, and I put them into magazine articles for billiard magazines around the world. So you'll see variations on shots that I created, which is kind of fun.
That's
it's like
cool.
a pat on the back. So.
Yeah, and you've got a DVD, so if anybody wants to learn how to do that, people can pick up this DVD here at Sharks, and where else is it available?
Distributors around the country. They can look on different billiard distributors. Thanks for that shameless plug.
Oh, you bet. That's my job, man. That's my job.
And what that is, Steve, that is actually trick shots of that are easy to learn. This is 21 different trick shots that people can learn in 5 minutes and impress their friends and family and have a good time.
And it is a lot of fun. We're going to do some trick shots that people will see, that some of our cutaways and things like that. We're going to do some of those. We're going to tape them in just a few seconds. Paul made me look really good the other day when he was showing me how to do this. I had no idea what was going on. But you put on an hour-long show. It's that you do in a variety of places in a variety of ways, and it's not only the trick shots, but it's entertaining and funny and all that stuff. Fill us in on where you've done the show and how
like
people
they say,
can find
I'm funny for money. You know, I'm worthless for free, but as long as the signed contract, I sparkle. Really, the deal is again promoting the sport, making sure everybody goes away having a great time. And I'll get CEOs out there on the table to make shots. I'll get heads of different companies. What I do is not only shows for billiard rooms, I do them for in-home private parties.
Right.
I do them for birthday parties, for conferences, for trade shows, for benefits, and especially for corporate events. Mm-hmm. So there's something for everybody. The idea is make sure that everybody has a good time and understands how much fun pool can be.
For sure, and you've done them on cruise ships, is that right?
That is true.
Where are some of the places that you've been? I read your bio, and it's just amazing the places that you've been. 53 countries, of course, that in itself is amazing. But you performed in front of, some high-level people.
Yeah, the King of Sweden, and the Minister of Sport in Sweden, who set that up. The Ford Rockefeller White House. That was kind of fun to do.
Oh wow.
I had my mother with me on that trip. I said, you're not going to get this opportunity any other time.
So did you get President Ford to do a shot, or did he fall down?
No, but we got Happy Rockefeller to do it.
Really?
So that was kind of fun. And she was busy yakking away with my mother, and so I said, while you two are at it, can I get you to divide them a little bit and get her at the table? Then I got everybody's attention a whole lot more. We did that for the royal family in England as well.
Awesome.
But at Windsor Castle where they set that up. So it's a lot of fun. Fun experiences on the table, and you never know where the next fun is going to be. With Royal Caribbean, they're a client of mine, and I have an agent that books just cruise ship entertainment. The pool tables on the cruise ships are gyro pool tables. And so while it gives the impression when you walk in, the table looks like it's going like this.
Right.
But it's actually staying level the whole time. And so before I start my show, I put a ball on the floor and one on the table, in the middle of the table. Mm-hmm. The one on the table stays put. The one on the floor is already, before I'm done with my paragraph, first paragraph, that's already rolling across the room. Then I get people out there to play shots, and, of course, I'm going up and down, so I have to figure out just when to pull the trigger so that I'm at the right level to smack those shots in. Yeah. So they'll say he made 12 balls in one shot, but the table is going like this the whole time. Great experiences, very fun.
So I read that you have an incredible IQ, and I mean, when you see these shots, do you see the lines and things like that? I've heard about musicians who see notes and colors and things like that. Do you? I mean, or is it just practice makes perfect?
Well, it's a little bit of both, actually. I know that my students all have to learn practice drills. I know the importance of all that, but I also see the table as a grid. I also see my my lines around the table for 3-rail shots and so on. Of course, that varies because of the speed and spin you put on the ball. And so when we talk about being accurate on the shot, as these players behind us will attest, you have to make the shot by hitting the right contact point.
Right.
Then the important shot is what happens after the contact, and that is you have to have the ball speed right, and you have to have the spin right on the shot. So
we've only got a couple of minutes here, but I want to make sure we talk about a young man who's going to be joining us in our next segment. I want you to fill us in on him a little bit. We want to mention a little bit of information on Sharks, but we also want to talk about some of the endorsements that you have as the ambassador to pool. Fill us in. I think you're holding one of those right now.
I have here a Peach Hour Q. This is like, if it were a car, it would be a Lamborghini. So this is the Peach Hour Q that I use right now. I have actually 23 Qs that I use, but this is the one that travels with me along with my brake cue. I also carry a brake cue with me. This is, of course, actually this is, I don't know what it is. What do you call this stuff?
Embellishment?
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, sure. Decorations?
Yeah, they are. But, I mean, it's besides the turquoise, it's like a snake wood that goes along with it. Okay. Main thing is it gives it the right color, the right touch, but it's about the balance and the feel and the hit of the cue. Right. I also use a Peach Hour Gold tip on my cue. The tip is the most important part of the cue.
Gold is in gold?
No, gold is in golden band around
okay.
But it was a good try.
Yeah.
The main thing is what I'm looking for in a tip is something that gets that control of the shot, that gives me that hit that I'm looking for. When I get out there on the table, I want to make sure everything is perfect. I use a brake cue. I use a different bridge that I use. I use a glove. Different things we didn't have years ago when I started back in the 1800s. Now you have a bridge, for instance, that expands and contracts to fit the size of the shot at the table.
Right.
Players have all kinds of things in their cases now that make it easier. When I saw Manny Perez, he was 10 years old.
Wow.
This is a guy, I can't wait for you to talk to him because he's such a great guy. He's got such a great upside. The potential for him is great, and we're going to look for him in more tournaments. I watched him at the National Juniors Championships. He finished second there. He's finished first, second from time to time, and I think people will look at his pro prospect capabilities. So.
Yeah, I talked with him before we set up and started our taping. He seems like a great kid, 16 years old. We're going to talk to him in our next segment here. Fill us in on Sharks.
Kind of makes me flash back.
Yeah.
It's like, did I do that when I was 16?
You were winning something or other on 16.
Yeah.
Winning in Indiana or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Indiana State Championships. And
right.
I was still trying to do the college thing at Purdue, and right after that. So. Sharks is where we are right now. Great place. Right now in our background is a tournament going on, the KC rated 9-ball tournament. These are some of the better players from around town that like to have a shot at playing a 9-ball in a competitive way. They're very good. So you'll hear the noise in the background of break shots and strategic shots and so on. The better they play, usually the softer they play, because it's all about the strategy and the hit and so on.
It is really amazing, the little bit that I've learned just watching you the other day when we met, and of course we're going to do some of these trick shots after we're done with the taping here. It's just amazing what it is that you can do. How can people find you,
We
Paul?
treat that as a science and an art.
Yeah.
So
how can people find you?
they can, you know what, I can't send on my website right now because
Right.
it's been hacked, but they can contact me for corporate events or private lessons or whatever they want to do at paulgerni@yahoo.com.
Okay, it's Gerni.
Yes, Gerni.
Okay, very good. We're going to take a quick break. You're watching or listening to Good Sports. Thank you, Paul, for joining us. KC Sports and Fitness Magazine Show. We're coming to you from Sharks Restaurant and Billiards located at 10320 Shawnee Mission Parkway. I'm Steve Fish. We'll be right back. Come on out to the Kansas City Ice Center for a public skating session on the outdoor inline pavilion or their indoor ice rink. And sign up now for Learn to Skate and Learn to Play hockey classes at the Kansas City Ice Center. Plus, stay tuned because the outdoor pavilion will be converted to an ice rink in mid-November. The KC Ice Center is located 2 miles west of 435 on Johnson Drive. For more information on public skating times or to register for classes, visit kcicecenter.com or call 913-441-3033.
With the current trend to live a greener lifestyle, many people and businesses now recycle their electronics. At the Surplus Exchange, your e-waste will never go to a landfill or incinerator, nor will we allow e-waste to be shipped overseas. Some companies employ this tactic and end up polluting other countries with our waste. All materials are safely tracked, destroyed, or reclaimed right here in the U.S. The Surplus Exchange is Kansas City's link between industry, charity, and the environment. To find out more, visit surplusexchange.org.
These days, we're all so busy, and many of us ignore our health and let stress turn into chronic pain. Dr. Lynn McIntosh of Kansas City Chiropractic can provide you with the proper care to relieve pain and stress, improve your health, and get more out of life. And right now, get a free deep tissue laser treatment with your initial visit. Just mention KC Sports when you make an appointment. For more information on Dr. McIntosh and Kansas City Chiropractic, call 816-753-4600 or visit kansascitychiropractic.com. Experience a touch of the Ozarks at Winterstone Golf Course in Independence and take advantage of the best prices of the year during the Winterstone Fall Clearance Last Blast Sale. Visit the Winterstone Pro Shop at 17101 East Kentucky Road in Independence. Find them online at winterstonegolf.com or call 816-257-5755. Get your free bottle of Happy Cheeks toilet seat cleaner by calling 855-838-7502. If you travel often or have kids, Happy Cheeks can help. For a free bottle of Happy Cheeks, call 855-838-7502 or visit myhappycheeks.com to learn more. Sign up now to get a free subscription to the digital version of Kansas City Sports and Fitness Magazine. Just email your name, email address, cell phone, and age to subscribe at kcsportspaper.com. Visit Max Muscle Sports Nutrition in Olathe and get a free nutrition consultation plus save 25% on your next purchase. Max Muscle Sports Nutrition is located at 15253 West 135th Street in Olathe. That's on the southwest corner of 135th and Black Bob near Starbucks. So stop in today and save 25% on your next purchase and visit maxmusclekansascity.com. Welcome back to Good Sports, the Kansas City Sports and Fitness Show, the show that complements Kansas City Sports and Fitness Magazine. I am Steve Fish. Today we're here at a new location for Good Sports, Sharks Restaurant and Billiards, located at 10320 Shawnee Mission Parkway. Sharks is the perfect place to unwind, watch a game, enjoy dinner with family, share a drink with friends, or host a night on the town. Sharks features over 70 beers, a full menu, 40-plus TVs, 24 pool tables, 12 dartboards, and more. You can call Sharks at 913-268-4006 to set up your next party or event, or just stop by for lunch or dinner and a game of pool. Visit their website, sharkskc.com, for more details on events, their menu, daily specials, directions, and to the restaurant, and more. Now, in our current issue of Kansas City Sports and Fitness, check out the Youth Soccer Report presented by Happy Cheeks. This month we feature a story on the Heartland Classic, which is a soccer tournament that's become a fall soccer staple here in KC. Now, you can pick up your copy of KC Sports and Fitness at over 700 locations, including Eagles Landing Golf Course, both Minsky's on Berry Road, and the Kansas City Ice Center. And coming up on November 15th, around the time of the opening of the Outdoor Ice Pavilion, we'll be out at the Kansas City Ice Center, and the KC Ice Center is located 2 miles west of 435 on Johnson Drive. And on November 22nd, we'll be at Max Muscle in Olathe. Max Muscle is located on the southwest corner of 135th Street and Black Bob by Starbucks. And if you have a business and you're interested in having us come out to do a show at your business location, call us at Good Sports 913-764-2050. And now you can view Good Sports on YouTube. Search for the Good Sports KC channel. And now joining us here at Sharks is Manny Perez. He's a young pool phenom from our hometown who's trying to raise funds to get to a World Junior 9-ball championship in China. Also joining us is his dad, Hector. Welcome, Manny. Welcome, Hector. Thank you for joining us today here at Sharks.
Thank you for having us.
You bet. So, Manny, let's start off talking with you. Let's get some real basic things. How old are you? Have you started driving yet? I think, you're around that age.
I'm 16, and I have not started driving yet. Just haven't got around to it. I do want to, though.
I imagine you do. Dad, is a car coming up for him? Or?
Well, we'll see how his tournament goes.
Okay. Manny, what age were you when you first picked up a pool cue?
I would say I was about 10 and a half. And, we had a table in our basement. And
sure.
I couldn't really reach that good, but my dad used to set up a crate, I believe, and I'd stand on it and try to play, and then he kind of saw that I liked the game, so he kind of introduced me to it. So,
what is it that grabbed you about pool? I'm sure friends were playing soccer and baseball and all sorts of other things. What is it that grabbed you about pool? Was it just you just were good at it immediately?
Well, my dad and his dad used to play all the time, and they used to dominate. As I could see, because they have a lot of trophies, and that's what kind of caught my eyes, all the trophies that were, lying around, and I wanted one, so I wanted to play.
So it's that genetic thing, Hector. You passed it along. I mean, there's a lot of athletes that have kids that play the sport that they played, so it's that.
Yeah.
Now, Manny's won a number of tournaments and placed in second place in a number of tournaments. What's the tournament, Manny, that stands out in your mind that you remember the most or was most exciting?
Well, in 2011, we went to Mankato, Minnesota for the Junior Nationals.
Mm-hmm.
It was the 8-ball championships, and I ended up winning it. I got second the year before, so 2 back-to-back, really good finishes were, those are things I'm proud of. And then in 2012, I won the KC rated 9-ball here. That's locally, so
right. And you're playing today. There's going to be a tournament that's going on here today. You're playing today.
Yeah, because there's it goes in points. They have several tournaments throughout the year, and however you finish, you get more points. And at the end of the session, whoever has the most points, is the leader. So.
Gotcha. So Hector, you guys are trying to raise some funds to go to China. It's a pretty expensive trip for you guys to go. Of course, both of you are going to go. Where in China are you going, and how can people, if they're interested, what are the things you've done? How can people get involved in helping to support Manny?
Well, the place we're going where they're holding the tournament is in Shanghai, China. And unfortunately, this year they didn't provide any funding for the U.S. team. Mm-hmm. So, we're left to raise funds on our own, and we've been holding raffles and fundraisers throughout the city. One of the places that we hold at is here at Sharks or at Shooters in Olathe, Kansas.
Sure.
They've been real supportive. We do have a website called fundmanny.com. Mm-hmm. If anyone cares to go to that website and add their donation to it. We also market, try to raise funds through Facebook, Fund Manny page, and list some of his accomplishments there, and pretty much try to raise funds, whatever it takes to do. We're trying to raise a total of $5,000. We're about a third of the way there. We're about $2,000 short of where we need to be to complete the trip.
And so it's going to be a tight time squeeze with us with this show when it airs and when you leave, because I think you leave on November 11th,
yes.
I believe. And the event, Manny, when is the event? Do you know?
It's November 14th to the 18th. We're leaving on the 11th. So.
I gotcha. So you're going to get out of school for that?
Yeah. Yeah, I got to go talk to all my teachers and get makeup work. So.
you got a long plane ride, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So again, it's fundmanny, FUNDMANNY.com. So Manny, how much pool do you play in a week?
Well, I try to play at least one tournament a week, but I practice, at least 2 to 3 hours a day. So I try to play all, 7 days a week.
Gotcha. Favorite subject in school is
history. I like history because I just like learning about World War I, World War II. I'm just, I'm really interested in, how things were back then and, how, things are now. It's a lot different.
No kidding, and we don't learn from our mistakes at times.
Right.
So, but that's another story, though. Thanks for joining us today, guys. I really appreciate it. And again, it's fundmanny.com. People can go there, and you've got a link to be able to contribute to send Manny to China. That'll do it for today's show. My thanks to our host for the show, Sharks Restaurant and Billiards, and our guest, the ambassador of pool, Paul Gerni, and young pool superstar Manny Perez, plus his dad, Hector. Be sure to join me, Steve Fish, again next week at the same time for Good Sports, the Kansas City Sports and Fitness Show. And check out some of our other shows on YouTube. Search for the Good Sports KC channel. So until next week, be sure to read all about sports, health, and exercise in KC Sports and Fitness magazine. You will find it all over Kansas City, and it's free, so pick it up today.
Eagles Landing Golf Course is the place to play golf in the Southland and is by far the best golf value around. Right now, with your coupon from KC Sports Magazine, 2 players can play with cart for just $50 on weekdays anytime and after 1 p.m. on weekends in October. For more details, visit eagleslandinggolfcourse.com. And for tee times, call 816-318-0004 and make the drive to see why Eagles Landing is the best golf value in KC. Kansas City Sports and Fitness welcomes the American Indian Center of the Great Plains as our new sponsor of the Chiefs Report. The American Indian Center of the Great Plains is located inside the Loretto at 1111 West 39th Street in Kansas City, Missouri. For more information on the American Indian Center of the Great Plains or to book the Loretto for an event, call 816-888-4877. That's 816-888-4877. Do you spend every waking hour searching for prescription painkillers, heroin, or opiate drugs? Do pain pills control your life? Is there a real risk of losing your job, your family, everything? iCare can help with the devastation of addiction and is now accepting appointments. Call iCare at 816-875-4325. That's 816-875-4325. Or visit iCarePrimaryCare.com for more information. The Heart of America Golf Academy has discounts every day now through March. Play 18 holes with cart for just $25, 9 holes with cart for just $20, and play and walk the course for just $13. Plus, host your foot golf party at the Heart of America Golf Academy. HOA has great packages including foot golf, drinks, and food. For more information, call 816-513-8940 or visit HOAGolfacademy.com. Bring basketball fever to your own backyard or driveway with your very own game court from Sport Court of Kansas City. Let Sport Court come and install a basketball game court at your home. Game courts can also be installed for volleyball, racket sports, soccer, tennis, or roller hockey. So sink that basket at the buzzer and have your own Final Four at home in your backyard or driveway Sport Court. For more details, call Sport Court at 913-963-7529 or visit sportcourtkc.com.
Hi, it's Greg Pryor. One of my favorite products in Life Priority is called Lift. See Lift at my website, lifepriority.com.
Hope to go to college or have your child attend college on an athletic scholarship? Believe it or not, the process starts as a high school freshman. Learn what it takes from Mike Taylor in his book, 10 Powerful Strategies to Get an Athletic Scholarship. Contact Mike at 913-701-0270 for more information. Sign up now to get a free subscription to the digital version of Kansas City Sports and Fitness Magazine. Just email your name, email address, cell phone, and age to subscribe at kcsportspaper.com. You can have Good Sports recorded at your business location. Just call 913-764-2050 for more information. In this month's KC Sports and Fitness Magazine, we discuss the Royals' playoff run. Plus, we feature Chiefs Niall Davis and Alan Bailey. And we talk with KU's Ben Heaney, K-State's Elijah Lee, and MU's Shane Ray. Plus, check out the Surplus Exchange College Sports Report, the KC Ice Center Hockey Report, the Happy Cheeks Youth Soccer Report, and the American Indian Center of the Great Plains Chiefs Report. KC Sports is available all across KC, and it's always free, so pick one up today.
Now you can view our shows and past shows on YouTube. Search for the Good Sports KC channel.